Alright guys, welcome to our laundry campsite. Here in Europe, when it's time to do laundry, you need to find a comfortable campsite to do that. This has good clotheslines, good washing machines, even a dryer if we needed. We got a beautiful view. We've got beautiful friendly neighbors. But they're doing laundry too, so we will not invade their privacy right now. And we have pulled out the scooters. It is time for a grocery store run, so let's go.
So honestly guys, we were out here having a really good time. We met up with our friends and yeah, we were just having some laughs, and I was just doing some drone work, routine stuff, and all of a sudden I just lost the drone, and David was watching it now. He said that thing just plunged. It just plunged into the water, and Snow was watching it too, and he said it looked like the battery fell out or something. So like I didn't even see it plunge. Like all of a sudden I had video connection and I'm looking at the video on my thing, and the drone just plunged right down here into the Adriatic Sea. We just lost the drone. It was just like a normal thing, like nothing, and all of a sudden we've lost the drone before and it was kind of long and drawn out. This one was just a dagger right to the heart, like instantly. It's right there. I think I should go try to get it, but these guys say it'd be smooth.
No, we got a windstorm coming in. It's a rocky edge. He is not going to go try to retrieve the drone. He thinks it's a lot closer than it is. I was right here. It's at least 30 or 40 feet out. The drone is gone. It sucks. It sucks even more because of where we are. It will be difficult to replace the drone. When we get back into the mainland Europe areas, maybe we can find one, but that turns your stomach a little bit, guys. That's several $1,000s thrown into the ocean. I thought it was a seagull, and then it never came back up. So, all right.
It's bound to happen.
Shake it off. Shake it off, Curdy.
Like it flew down in there. It was like
fell.
plunk.
And it went upside, and the reason is I know the battery came off. First off, the battery hit separate. So the battery was off of it too. And those things, I mean, you can unhook them, but the sure, like you just push, it's gonna hook. But it hit upside down, and the battery hit separately from it.
It's 10 minutes later and we have not shook it off yet. Just so you know. This drone nosedive will be dissected for the next 24 hours. I think that means we might need a glass of red wine. What do you think, Diane? Does that mean we need a glass of red wine?
I definitely think we do. We'll let them do the diagnostic and we'll go have a glass of wine. I think that's a good idea.
Geez, guys. And the drone footage would have been epic here. So earlier today, Diane told me that every once in a while you can find the red sea glass on this beach and through these beaches through here.
It's Venetian, it's old Venetian glass that shows up here, but I did find a piece of blue today.
Look at that, guys. The pretty cobalt blue. Maybe I need to walk along this beach. And for those of you that don't know, it's not far right over there. You can't see it, but the reason the Venetian glass shows up here is Italy. It's right over there, and these currents wash it right up on these beaches. And just south of us, on the other side of this peninsula you're looking at behind Curt and David, is Greece. So we are in a beautiful part of the world. And most of you probably didn't even know this is where Albania was. I know I didn't until it was time to come here. But it is a beautiful, beautiful country. And we hear that this is just the start of the Albania Riviera. And as we go south, it's going to get prettier. And that's the plan, don't worry.
Bulgarian wine, we have hummus that has tahini in it from Turkey, and we have French olives.
And the hummus was made from
right
scratch,
yes.
right behind y'all there in that van.
It's out of this
It
world.
is delicious, guys. Curt, how are those French olives? Have you had one yet?
I haven't had the French olives, but
The wine is good.
And the olive oil probably was from Turkey, right? Or
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
the olive, no,
Turkish olive oil.
Turkish olive oil.
These guys.
We're international people,
Right.
right?
And a fancy British pink thing that really pink lemonade from
Rose
England.
lemonade.
There you go, guys. Kurt, where's your beer from? Is it Albanian? We need something Albanian.
It's an Albanian beer.
We're gonna hang out here with our friends. We'll see y'all in the morning. All right, against my strong recommendations, Kurt is going on a search and rescue mission for the drone. Now he will have to explain to you why, because I can't quite figure it out. But he's going in this ice cold water, swimming out over the rocks, and gonna try to find his drone. We'll see if he has any luck. Now, thanks to our friends Dave and Diane, we are getting a little bit of an aerial view with David's drone. Hopefully,
I'm going to put it in the ocean.
hopefully it doesn't crash and do a nosedive straight into the ocean. Watch out for those killer seagulls.
I think it hit a seagull.
All right, how cold is it, Kurt? Yeah. So we know the water's cold. We're still just rolling out of winter here, guys. The sun has not had time. You thinking you having second thoughts? Well, yeah, it's cold. Maybe the cold weather will deter this crazy mission, guys. You gotta just get in if you're gonna do it. You know that. It is pretty. I'll give you that. Now another thing, guys, this is we were walking out the dock. On the other side of the dock here, there are sea urchins everywhere, so Kurt needs to be watching out for those while he's walking through these rocks. It doesn't look like they live here, though. We don't see them like we saw them. Oh, never mind. Kurt's about to step on one. That's good.
Do you have water shoes on?
He does not.
I have my feet on. Uh-oh.
Come back.
Uh-oh.
Come home.
That's just my battery dying.
We could be in some sort of, yeah, some sort of drone Bermuda Triangle. You might find several down there, Kurt. I think it's straight out from me. Well, there he goes. Oh boy.
So just to let you know, Diane told me if he starts dying, you're not
Not going in, yeah.
I'm like, no, he's gonna die.
Yeah, I can't go in there in that cold water and get him. Goofball.
I think
You're too far. This way. I think it's between us somewhere.
It was, when you were telling him that there was rebar on it, I looked down and I saw.
Yeah, but I had walked back.
Yeah.
This is definitely where I saw it. When I caught it out of my peripheral, I was almost at the end. Because I was planning my graceful turnaround.
Well, the problem with this is that he's already in 30
Yeah.
feet of water right there.
Too far out. Well, I guess current and falling, and he's got a zigzag through there.
But the water is crystal clear. So.
It is, yeah. He thinks it's farther that way. I know. All right, turn around. He got the battery too. He got both pieces. We were right, guys. The battery had fallen off first. Now, obviously, the drone is no good. The salvage mission was to get the chip that was inside. There is a chance that that's still good. We'll have to see. Let it dry a little bit. So we may have the footage that was on the drone. Watch out for the urchins.
The battery was out of it.
Yeah.
Blow
You're
it.
right.
Hey,
Battery
It
popped
was
out.
upside down too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could have just flopped in the waves.
as soon as you get to the beach, Curdy, blow out your ears good.
How do I do that?
Hold your nose and blow and shake it and just do
Turn
anything you
sideways.
can. Try.
Head side to side.
On the side of my head.
Yeah, I can do that.
You know, by the way, now there's no arguing success. Now he's vindicated.
except for we didn't win anything. There's no.
I know,
there's.
but he's vindicated it.
He's got his drone.
The man mind at this
I
point.
know.
He's now vindicated that what he did was right.
What'd you call it? What'd you call it? The man
The
mind.
man mind.
That explains so much, everybody. That explains so much.
He's vindicated.
I want to point out that we have one missing party. Diane,
What's no part of
she wanted no part of this rescue mission. She boycotted watching Curt go into this freezing cold water. And David was not allowed to encourage at all.
I'm not encouraging this. This drone flight was not officially encouraging this.
But if you follow our journey, you know when Curt gets something in his head, it's gonna happen.
All right, to be honest with you guys, this is an expensive loss and one that we can't afford. And I know going out there in the water and getting it, it's probably not going to do anything. I'm sure it's dead. We did get the chip, but we didn't have much on it. And honestly, I just couldn't sleep last night. And I got up and the sea was flat and the water was clear. And I just knew I had to get it. So we'll put it in a bag of rice and see what happens. Hope for the best. I'm 99% sure this thing is dead, but I gotta try. So anyway, let's see what happens. It's that 1%, then it will work.
It wasn't actually because we got it right.
All right, the next phase of the research and recovery, or the search and recovery, I guess it wasn't research and recovery, but Snow got the chip. I hope the film didn't get exposed.
Dork.
You're showing your age.
Yeah.
And all your young subscribers are going, what is he?
What's film? What's that mean?
All right, the moment of truth.
Can't play.
All right, bad news. The file is corrupt and is not playable. So all that, and yeah, it looks like we came up empty-handed, guys. We're saying goodbye to the new nomads. We had a good time.
I think we may see him again.
We're gonna see them again for sure. See you guys. All right, so those guys have been super cool. Of course, David was watching as the drone plummeted into the sea. He was here when our sink clogged. But this has been a nice little campground. Really a pretty place on the sea.
Yeah, and the owners were very friendly and nice.
They gave us a carafe of wine when we first got here.
Yeah.
So a nice welcoming gift. And anyway, it was a cool spot to stay. We got to go pick up some, you guessed it, cat litter.
Well, we've been struggling in Albania to find a litter that helps us keep the smell out of the van. And if you have cats, you know, in a small space, that's something we need, a high quality litter. Well, we bought a bag when we were up in the city and it was good. So we are going back to get more before we head south. So we're making a little detour.
And then we're gonna jump down to another campsite a little further south down here. Dave and Diane tell us that down the road, Albania kind of changes and starts to maybe take more of a Greece flair.
Not just in looks, but in the way people act too.
See, I think that, look at that snow-capped peak back there. So it's Saturday, we're back in Vlore, and it's a busy day, and you can see the double parkers are out in full force, making it not only hard to find a parking place, but hard just to navigate through these busy roads. This is gonna be a drop, so I'm gonna go get some, Snow's gonna drop me, I'm gonna go get some stuff and then come back out. Alright guys, I loaded up at the Conad. I got more stuff than I planned. I got to be able to get all this stuff at the curb. I got to message Snow. And then I got to load up. Oh, I got to get eggs. Alright, look who we found.
Long time no see.
If there's eating to be done, you can find us where there's eating to be done. That's pretty
Now, these guys have eaten at this restaurant apparently a few years ago. They've been bumming around in Europe now for what, 8 years?
something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So they've been here before, and I think they're about to bring out the fresh fish plate so we can see what kind
Curt
of.
can pick out if he wants a fish.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Uh-oh, here comes the fish right here. Look at this. Okay. So this is mullet. This is like a bluefish. So
In Albanian, how do you say these?
Čefu, lic, saragua, milokop, merluc.
Okay.
They're loose.
Really? What is
pretty
this?
much have to have marliques.
This is a bream.
Mm-hmm.
These are all fresh. They just got them in today.
Yeah, he came
He
in with
just
the
came
bucket.
in.
So, is that eels or no? Those are
So that's sea bass.
So how do you prepare that? Is it
Fried?
grilled or fried?
Grilled?
Grill, no fried.
Yeah.
Grilled.
So it's 700 lek for that?
It's one portion. It's 300 grams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they fillet it. They don't serve it whole.
Do you serve it whole or?
Well-
Like this or fillet?
No, this it's complete. It's everything.
It
one.
was
So,
complete.
Oh, it's
but the
all-
price will be based on how much he weighs.
Yeah.
This is big. I
Cut it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want a mullet, but I would take that right there.
You want that one? There you go.
And does that come with batata?
patata. One octopus.
Ooh.
Fish. Possible spaghetti, pasta.
You want to do a mix of it?
some fish.
No, I just want the midya.
No,
No, the
the
calamari.
calamari.
Fried.
Midia is mussels?
Yes.
Ah, and they're out of season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, just spaghetti with pasta. With pasta.
Tomato.
Tomato. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you going to get, Snow?
The same thing, spaghetti with the tomato and
A salad.
Salad.
grilled vegetables.
Okay.
Do you want to split a salad?
Yes.
And a Greek salad.
Okay.
You want a
Okay.
salad?
Yeah.
And
Two
two
salads.
salads. Greek.
Okay.
You like, well, I was gonna say, do you like collards?
Sometimes.
Okay.
What is it, Snow? Salads. Look at all this food coming out here, guys.
Thank you.
Is this
Oh.
chicory or is this?
Mix.
Mixed greens.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so David couldn't wait for me to get the camera out. He ate his in about 30 seconds. Diane's got some calamari over there, and I had a bit, and it is crispy and delicious. As good as calamari. Snow got the
Some
biscotti.
tomato pasta because you guys know I don't like fish. We're gonna split a salad, and I ordered grilled vegetables, thinking zucchini, eggplant, peppers. This is the first time I've seen this, but it tastes kind of like a sweet collard green.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Little vinegar would be good.
it would be, yeah. It's definitely got a sweetness that I don't know if I like with the greens, but they look like they're probably good for me. So I'm gonna eat them.
And we got a little Greek salad
Little
action
Greek salad with
here.
some feta and some olives.
Squeeze some
Those
lemon
are
on
local
there.
Yeah,
olives.
that's what I'm gonna do.
Sweetness off of it.
Got some homemade feta.
Nice.
Pretty good.
And I got a grilled fish, whole fish, of course. You guys know I like whole fish. But I got to pick it off the plate. It looks tasty. I'm going to dig in and we're going to enjoy.
It was a
Recky,
delicious
Recky, Recky.
dinner. A delicious dinner. Thank you very, very much.
Genti.
Genti.
Ginty, and then
Yeah.
the name of the restaurant.
Ah, see? All right. It was very good. Thank you.
Genti, the fisherman.
Genti the fisherman.
fish was delicious.
He loved the fish.
There's the residuals of the fish were.
He did a good job. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
We had a delicious lunch. We were headed to a campground mainly because we need some Wi-Fi, but we drove by this place and decided it's wild camping time on the beautiful shore here in Albania. I'm telling you, this country does not cease to amaze me every time I get another look at another place. What do you think, Curt?
This water is awesome. These mountains that I'm staring at that I'm going to climb are awesome. The food is awesome. And our friends are awesome.
The company is awesome. The water's still a little cold, but up here, guys, Kurt's gonna climb some of those mountains up here in the distance. That'll be coming in a couple of days. For now, y'all know I love the beach, and it's beach time. All right, we have a joint effort from the chefs today. Just like in our van and their van, there is a designated chef.
That's her.
It is Diane, and she has whipped us up some yummy grilled vegetables, some yummy rice, we heated up this bread stuff, which we'll learn more about in a minute.
And later there will be a dessert cup. Oh,
And then there it is. Little dessert cups in the refrigerator. And Curt used our oven, grilled us up some barbecue pork, and a couple of stuffed mushrooms. We're digging in.
Nice.
Well, one thing we're learning about here on the Adriatic is the winds, and definitely we caught them up in Croatia, and we caught up with them here in Albania. And sometimes they bring like the sands or the dust up, I think from Africa, from the deserts of Africa, and we have been experiencing some of that. It was enough to move us inside the van.
We were supposed to eat outside, but
have a nice
we're
day
all
with
proud
this
today.
beautiful view, but we're all jammed up in here having a feast.
a van life feast.
As they say, the intimate confines of your van. That's what it is.
Salute, guys.
Everything is delicious. Thank you to the chef. Even the rice.
Thank you for fighting the pork.
All right, do something cool.
I was gonna say.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I will eat a tomato.
At least I didn't get squirted with the tomato.
No, because I will eat a big tomato, and she's like, "You could eat that in 2 bites, you know."
Mushrooms are delicious.
So if I look a little windblown, it's because it is crazy windy here today. Does not take away from the beauty of this place, this beach and this beautiful blue water, but it makes you want to stay inside a little bit. But Diane and David are still parked right over there behind us, and she messaged and said, "Look out your back door." So I hop out, and there were sheep everywhere with a little shepherd herding them around over here to this grass patch behind us so they could eat. Lots of them. And what I learned is they are milking sheep. You can see that their bellies are mostly shaven and kept clean, and they make a lot of goat cheese and goat milk and goat yogurt and stuff around here, and sheep cheese. So that was interesting to see that. And then of course there were some cute little babies, and then there was one time the little baby, he was polka dotted, he had brown and black spots all over him, and he was cute as could be. So we had to hop out for the little sheep excursion, the sheep tour that was happening right behind our van. Now if you look off in the distance, you also see that a wildfire has popped up in the mountains, and it's very windy, so every once in a while we'll keep a little bit of a close eye on that just to make sure it's not getting bigger and coming this way. But if we were to see that it was coming this way, it would be super easy to get out of here and not have to worry. But it is something we need to keep an eye on because of this wind, and it looks like a fairly big fire, a lot of smoke. But with that, our sheep break is over. You know, it's been a nice day with the fancy lunch we had with our neighbors. They're spending one more night here, so maybe if the wind dies down, we can have a nice sunset cocktail or coffee or something. But with this wind, we're calling it an edit day. Curt's being very motivated and good back there in the back doing tons of editing. So I'm gonna let him lead by example. I gotta get in the edit. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos.
You can't go
And
there.
don't forget, you can always follow us
can't
over
go
on
there.
Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys.